Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Good morning. It's Tuesday, and obviously you're waking up to some horrible breaking news coming out of Brussels, Belgium, where terror attacks, 2 separate explosions. We're going to go to Christine in a second for the latest that we have. 2 separate explosions there. As of right now, it was just confirmed within the last few minutes that at least one of them was a suicide bombing. And Brussels has been on high alert, especially since this latest capture of this deviant that was a part of the Paris attacks. So for the last 3 or 4 days, they've been saying and telling their people, listen, there's been another terror network set up here, and we're warning you that this is not the end. Just because this guy has been captured, this is not the end. So this is really ISIS, if it turns out to be ISIS, coming and saying, listen, we know this is with you knowing we're here, telling you we're going to hit your transportation centers, and we did it anyway. I mean, that's pretty scary.
And who knows what else is to come this morning, because it started at the airport and then went to the metro station. And
doesn't it make you feel like if these guys, I mean, how far, I guess, I was thinking coming in here this morning on how far they need to go to make a really big impact. So, all right, well, they have 2 coordinated efforts, simultaneous, basically working hand in hand. Explosions going off, one of them at least known to be a suicide bomber. So that goes off. Is that enough? Can you stop there? Or what if they had plans at some point to do simultaneous type attacks at major cities throughout the world? Or do you just say this is enough? This is going to attract enough attention to take us for another 2 or 3 months before we try to hit somewhere big again?
Well, the leaders of the European Union this morning are certainly planning as though more attacks are going to take place. France, Germany, they've all joined the Netherlands this morning saying that they are going to remain on high alert, that everyone who works for the EU is being told to stay home today. Residents are being told to shelter in place, stay where you are, don't go anywhere. The train service in Belgium's shut down, the airport shut down. So this is, I think, just going to continue throughout the day today. And it's almost mid-morning there now. And
right now we're looking at least a couple dozen or almost a couple of dozen people that have been reported dead. That number probably is still unconfirmed, but dozens after that have been injured. This is their Paris. This is their 9/11.
Right. We have reports anywhere between 13 and 23 people dead and hundreds injured.
So, and you know, don't we all have the feeling that this is it's not if something like this is ever going to happen in the United States. It's just when you kind of know something. Because how do you stop these people in a free society? How do you stop them? Without saying the 2 words, Donald Trump probably will have an answer today. It's going to be very interesting to see, because today is another big primary day. It'll be interesting to see how the candidates, all of them, react to this event, because clearly we're vulnerable, right?
Mm-hmm. And Trump and Clinton both addressed international issues when they were talking, obviously, about AIPAC yesterday, and I'll be very surprised to see who comes out first this morning with a statement about the attacks.
I got to tell you, I was going to be leading with something different this morning. This Bill Clinton statement. Did you see any of what was said? He was speaking yesterday, and is Bill Clinton looking old? And he barely has a voice left. Mm-hmm. But Bill Clinton speaking yesterday, he was in, I believe it was Spokane, Washington, the state of Washington. And he was speaking to some Democratic supporters. And I know what he was trying to say, but it just came out badly, and you have to feel like Hillary has got to be like, what are you doing to me? And, oh, by the way, you just created the next GOP commercial. The next TV commercial has been created, and it was Bill Clinton that created it. Here's the audio of what he said as he describes the awful legacy of the past 8 years. Listen to this. I got to tell you, you watch the video and you see almost a bell going off in his head the minute he said it. Mm-hmm. Like, what did I just say? And keep in mind that it's been Hillary that has taken the approach that that the Obama administration has saved the world. That has been her approach the whole way. We need to continue what was started 8 years ago with Obama. And here's her husband out there once again.
And Trump's got to jump on that, right? I mean,
I think they all jump on it, and I think it becomes a commercial. I think it's a commercial. How is it not a commercial? How is that not a TV?
if you were running that campaign, that would be the commercial.
That would be
all
the
you
commercial.
have to do is have somebody voice over. Then you should vote for Ted Cruz.
Well, they
or,
won't
whoever.
They won't include that. It'll be they'll only include the clip that they need to include, right? What do you have to include the rest for it? They'll say the rest. Yeah, vote for Ted Cruz or Donald Trump, or whoever it's going to be. Okay, so the 5 final candidates were on CNN. We'll get into a little bit of that. There's more news out there with Harmony Special. We'll get into to that a little bit this morning. We'll give you a chance at our free money question of the day, and there's so much more to get into. I'm in the midst of going into a bit of a well, it's not a bit of it's a medical procedure of sorts. It's the test for sleep apnea, and the doctor, Dr. Levine from the Sleep Center over at St. E's, the Mohawk Valley Health System's Sleep Disorder Center over at St. Elizabeth's, is going to come on. We'll talk to him about what is ailing me. Or
we're going to get to see you sleep.
Or what he thinks. And then Thursday morning, I will have slept there all night, and we'll be waking up, and we'll be able to call you guys from there. I don't know when they give me my cell phone, but I don't like to be without my cell phone. But I'm told they take it away from you. We'll find out the details when we talk to Dr. Levine coming up. Later on this morning, hold tight, 6:18, here's Christine.